Brought to you by VFTV.
Hey guys, welcome to the Vault. We're back with some more exclusive content. Leon and Pierre here. We're here to preview something really cool from New Era. Hope you guys enjoy. Pierre, take it away.
Listen, man, I'm always excited to show new things. And in this case, this is pretty special. So New Era has been doing a fantastic job offering new silhouettes out there to kind of, I don't know, give some diversity out there, some different things that people can try. And you know what? Like, there's a cap for every head, and that's for sure. And New Era certainly is doing a great job in presenting more options for customers. And in this case, we're going to talk about the 950 A-Frame. So the 950 A-Frame is a snapback cap, and we're going to dive into some some preliminary discussion, right? No, it's okay. Let's go back. You can go there. We're going to start with some preliminary discussion around the 5950, the 950, and it's going to build into what we need to talk about here. So the 5950 is the cap that we all know and love. It's the true fitted closed back style available in true fitted sizing. It's a 6-panel structured silhouette, the front panel structure for stability and classic cap shape. It's a flat visor designed to be flat, but as you know, you can curve it as desired. So that's the 5950, right? Now, when you think about the 5950 being the true fitted, the snapback brother to the 5950 is what, Leon?
5950 snapback.
No, the 950 snapback.
Oh, sorry, the 950 snapback. Yeah.
The 950 snapback. So the 950 snapback is the classic snapback style available in men's and kids sizing. The shape mimics that of the 5950, but has an open back with a snap or strap closure. And I will add one other thing. It also has a slightly different shape to the edge of the brim. It comes with a flat visor that has the ability to curve. So much like that 5950, if you like it flat, wear it flat. If you want to curve, steam it up, curve it, and you've got a curved cap to wear. So that's the classic 5950 and its brother, the 950 snapback. Now we kind of move into the next era of 5950s, and that's the 5950 A-Frame. So we unveiled this on the show, on the channel, probably, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago, right? And the real key takeaways were the aesthetic changes in terms of how you present on the front of the cap due to the 5-panel structure, right? So just to kind of go through the points, A-frame headwear is the ideal all-rounder, a fit designed for extended comfort and a solid aesthetic. True fitted, much like the 5950, has a closed back style available in true fitted sizing. This one, though, this is the key difference, right? You have that 6-panel in the classic 5950, but this one's a 5-panel structured silhouette, high-profile crown, and pinched peak. It, too, has a flat visor designed to be flat but can be curved as desired. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing one right now. And, you know, the key difference, again, I can't state this enough, is the clean aesthetic across the front of the cap, because without that seam going down the middle, it allows for the focus to be truly on the logo. And again, I find it to be a little bit more fashion forward than the classic 5950. I'll wear both, but kind of, kind of depends on what I'm wearing with it. But in a general sense, I would say that the A-frames are a little bit more fashion forward. If that makes sense. Now, we talked about the brother to the classic 5950, right, being the 950. Well, the brother to the 5950 A-frame, from a snapback perspective, is the 950 A-frame, which is the hat that we're unveiling today. So the shape comes from a merging of the front two crown panels into one, creating a high-profile pinched shape. The shape mimics that of the 5950 A-frame, 5-panel cap, but has an open back with a snap or strap closure and comes with a pre-curved visor. So I'm going to take a moment to show you guys. This is it right here. So as you can see, Leon, I discussed that at the beginning. You see that pinched kind of point on the crown, right? No seam, super clean. You've got that bar tack on the back, pre-curved. Now, again, if this isn't curved enough for you, grab your steamer. These things are curve friendly. You can curve these things to your desired shape. This is not like a Mitchell and Ness cap where you curve it and it goes right back to its original shape. This is something that you can curve like any other new era cap, which is one of the biggest benefits of any new era cap. So that's the cap right now. As I was looking at this, the one thing that I had the most concern around was how are customers going to really discern between the 950, right, and the 940 A-frame snapback. So if we move to the 940, so the 940 is a medium depth cap. That's the key difference here from a depth perspective. And it has a pre-curved brim. And I will say the curve on the 940 is a little more drastic, the pre-curve.
Yeah.
And the shape comes from a merging of the front two crown panels into one, creating a high profile pinch shape. So listen, this thing is absolutely a beautiful hat. But I want to show a photo that's going to depict the key difference. So you've got the 950 to the left. You've got the 940 right to the right. So what you're seeing with the 950 is a more square classic look, right? This is like the 950, the 5950 sort of look, right? You see what I'm telling you? See what I'm saying there?
Yeah.
It's like squared off, looks really clean. And then you've got the 940, which kind of like has a more of a like a tapering back that happens a little bit more rapidly. And you may not see it in the picture, but the one on the left, the 950 is a little bit taller, and it gives off that more squared off tall look, where the other one has a sleeker look, the 940. So I think, when people are asking, hey, which one do I go for? And we'll get into the next slide now, Leon. I think the biggest difference, honestly, is about the shape and size of your head.
Yeah.
And the second piece being, your personal preference. So I'm a guy that's kind of a tweener.
Yeah.
I can wear either of these effectively. But in my opinion, the 950 is best for a big head or a wider profile. Okay. Because the way it's shaped and the way it kind of configures to the head, it makes more sense on a wider profile or a bigger head, because it kind of accentuates the shape. It's not trying to be something it's not, so to speak. And the 940 would be for a smaller head or a smaller profile. That's because of that kind of like, you know what I mean? That kind of like tapering back that occurs at the front. So does that mean that's the only use case for these hats? No. Like if you put on the 950 and you like the way it looks, then hell, you like the way it looks. If you put on the 940, you like the way it looks. It's all about like how you personally feel. But my assessment of the caps is that the 950 is bigger heads, wider profile. 940, smaller heads, more narrow profile. That's the key difference in terms of what I see. But again, my word's not the gospel. If you put on the 950 and you have a narrow profile, but you like the way it looks, fly your own flag, man. That's what you wear. If the 940, you got a big ass head and you want to wear a 940 and you like the way it looks on you, then go ahead and wear it. I just think from a consumer perspective, what's fantastic about this is you have more options, And for me, I'm a hat guy. I've never claimed to be a fitted hat guy. I'm a hat guy. I started wearing snapbacks just like everybody else, and I still have a ton of snapbacks in the collection. And I feel good wearing the 950, and I feel good wearing the 940 A-frame. Doesn't matter to me. I like them both. I'm able to make them work in different ways for different occasions or different outfits. So I think that, listen, again, it's about what you want to do with it. And Leon, I think finally we've got a snapback that you could wear.
I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to try it as well. And I think all of you out there should be trying it too, because listen, the only way you're going to know is if you try it. And I think a lot of times style comes down to whether or not you feel comfortable in it. And sometimes it's just about getting comfortable in it. It's not even like you'll put it on and be like, oh, wow, this is, but then you start to wear it more often. You're like, oh, wait a second, this doesn't look so, and you start to realize that it is the right kind of hat for you. But change is always a little awkward for people. But again, like I always think diversity And the ability to have choice is always a fantastic thing. My assessment of the cap is it's fantastic. I've been loving the A-frames in general just because of how aesthetically pleasing it looks on the front without that seam going down the middle. And people talk a little bit about that pinched point. And I got to be honest with you, I don't even notice it. Like people see it because it just stands out to them because they're not used to seeing that on the classic 5950 or the classic 950. But I'm telling you right now, it's almost unnoticeable. What you notice most when you're wearing an A-frame is the clean aesthetic across the front of that cap. That's what you notice most. All right. So Leon, I think that kind of covers it. I hope this was helpful for you and all of our viewers. As I have these in hand, I was able to really kind of dive into the caps. I want to thank you for spending this time with me. And with that, Leon, big fella, take us away.
Yeah, let us know what you think of this new silhouette. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel, liking the video. For Leon and Pierre, we're out of here.
See you, everybody.
Peace.
Brought to you by VFTV.